Welcome to episode 60. Hey guys, we have made it to 60 episodes of Relics of Orr. And today we are going to be taking you through Wintersday content and talking a little bit about what's come out with the patch and the various things that are going on. We're going to be opening up by taking you through the Grove version of Tix's dungeon. And as you can see, there is the Gargantuan Doom Blimp Golem. And we're going to pop in there right now. I am joined by Cole, Cornish, Anexi, as well as Spirit. Say hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Yes, hello, I'm the human that keeps trying to stand on top of him.
Hello.
So, what exactly are we doing in this dungeon, guys? In case you guys hear a lot of gackying, the noises of gackies, every time that Cole says taco wagon, I'm going to try and
Oh, see, you can't block that out
him.
because you were talking.
I can still gacky it.
Okay, fine.
Alright, Spirit, why don't you walk us through what's going to happen in here?
Alright, so Tix is trying to bring toys to all the lovely boys and girls of Tyria, but there's a problem because his golem is filled with angry skrit that are destroying things and causing mischief. So we're going to go about and fix that for him.
So how are we going to do that initially?
First off, we're going to fix the leaking ooze reserves by patching them up with tar elemental stuff.
Balls of ooze. So you guys may notice that I am not playing on Shongoku. I'm actually on my alt account Elementalist because the Shongoku account has already completed this for the week. And so, since there are diminishing returns on this, or actually for the day, since there are diminishing returns, I'm playing it on another account so you can see the initial rewards.
Also worth noting, you can destroy the entire place.
Yes, and there is in fact an achievement for destroying everything.
I really want to open those unstable gifts.
Go for it. You do have to hit things with them, so pick one up and hit something with it.
Let's move across to the other side.
It's also worth noting when you pick up this ooze, it gives you a 1 skill. If you try and use it, the content's not currently available, so that's super cool. And I'm sitting here trying to deposit it in there.
Isn't it supposed to be ground targeted, but actually you have to target something and shoot it? Or was it exploity and so they killed it in a hotfix?
No idea. You should ask somebody that pays attention.
Cornish! I have no idea if you know.
I have not done any Wintersday content yet. This is the first thing I've done.
If it had more to do with it, I could probably enlighten you better. Eric's like, what have I gotten us into? This is going to be the worst edit.
I don't know. No one was talking for that statement of Mexican food transportation statement.
Burrito bus.
Falafel cycle.
The sopapilla sub.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so we finished that up, it looks like. So we're going to move on to the next phase. Cole, what happens during this phase?
Let's see. This phase, we're running back to the teleporter. We go up top, and we're going to fight a bunch of skrit. I don't know why we're doing that. Probably because they're dirty rats. They killed my brother. No?
They killed your brother? That's
I don't
terrible.
know. I take the throwback so literal. God.
So we're going to take this teleporter right here.
There are also unacceptable presents everywhere, and if you pick them up, then you can explode them in their faces. I call them unacceptable presents because I get a lot of those every Christmas. Yeah?
Sure.
Tough crowd. I'll be here all night.
I need to use my short bow more.
Oh yeah, do you have your short bow equipped?
Yes,
Let's
I do.
take a look at that really quick.
So, yeah, I'm not all
So
here right now.
So what is that with the short bow you've got equipped there, Spirit?
I picked up a slingshot skin I bought it. I should not have bought it because the price dropped about 2 gold since I bought it. But I wanted it really bad, and now I have it.
I'm sure you guys can two-man this. I gotta go get them. It's our first time, and we've gotten caught up in production of media.
Is cool.
I'm trying to get a job, so I was sending a text and got lost.
Get a job!
It's okay, Spirit and I have it. We got this covered.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually my thief, so I know what I'm doing.
And is Cornish up top already?
No, he is not, so you
Nope.
have to show him.
I
too.
just watched him run up here.
Okay, cool.
I see I'm going the right way.
You know what? For these Let's Plays, we're gonna have to keep like a running tally of like Spirit downed, just up in the upper corner.
I'm all for that. It's kind of like the one where the guy, there's a fire from fireworks, and he's like, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, it's pretty good. He says a lot of things I'm not going to repeat.
They
Just
keep a
say
running
the
tally of his
so yeah.
curses.
Yes. And mentions of the Lord's name. Ooh, what's this? What was that? Something I could pick up. It's gone now. Who took it?
So what's? I don't. It's a script bottle, probably a broken script shiv bottle.
Well,
Yes, I'm the lucky one who got stuck with it.
You can drop it by hitting, switch weapons.
Yeah.
sounds like a badass weapon.
I guess I don't actually need to hold down control to talk, do I?
I keep
Nope.
wanting to do that myself. We're on Skype, by the way, which is why you're hearing a lot more open mic and a lot more me, unfortunately.
Taco wagons.
Hey, can I jump up on this thing? I want to try it. I'm doing this. Yes. Okay.
Dead.
Ow.
Are we sure we need to count my deaths?
For this episode, it might be Cole's deaths.
I'm going to get real experimenty. Most likely.
It's going to be a super artistic episode.
So I got to hit that guy once before he died.
Good work. Congrats.
Yeah. Can I have a cookie? I swear I could land on that thing. I just went right through it.
Yep.
Do it in balls!
All right, guys, we're going to teleport down now. Spirit, what's the next
Alright,
phase
I'm
up?
down there.
We've got to gather up plant food to make the... I don't even know what we're growing, but we're growing something, and it requires plant food.
And we're giving it to... What are we giving it to?
Taco wagon.
Toy Ventari.
And does anyone want to elaborate on who Ventari is and why he is what we're working with for the Sylvari content?
Well, he was the one who, did he intercept that tablet? Wasn't it?
No, he wrote it.
He wrote it. Okay, he intercepted the seed, that's right. That kind of led to the
He
pale
didn't
tree.
really intercept. He met the guy who planted the seed, and then they hung out, and they were bros.
Pro tip, if I start talking lore, interrupt me. Don't let it happen.
Well, what we'll do is we'll let you tell what you think it is, and then we'll correct you.
Let's see. Well, Ventari happened upon a taco wagon.
It wasn't actually a taco wagon. It was, in fact, a
Falafel
something-
cycle.
It was, in fact, a falafel cycle.
Uh-oh. What was that food you were saying that Norwegians eat around Christmas? It was like
Lefse.
limp biscuit or something?
Lutefisk.
Lutefisk.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it limp biscuit. It sounds really good.
Except it's cod cured in lye, not a biscuit in any way, shape, or form.
Well, not just any old biscuit, but a limp one. How'd they name themselves anyway? It's weird. I'm attacking houses because I can't find any freaking plant food.
Where is this
Like
plant food you
Godzilla.
speak of?
It
So-
clusters around the stars on the map, but it's not an exact location, and also the script will pick it up and carry it away. So,
Oh, really? Seriously? That's what's going
yeah.
on?
Yep. mhm.
They seem more interested in me at the minute. Oh god.
Good, just kite all of them for us.
No spirit, no.
What?
Fine.
No.
Ah! You can take this unacceptable gift. It's probably like a tie. Maybe a
Parasops.
What's that going to do with a tie?
That's why it's
what
an
I've always had.
unacceptable gift. I like ties, though. So.
Oh, there's another plant food up here by me. Someone wants to come get it.
I don't believe this plant food exists.
I've been picking it up. I'm pretty confident it exists.
I've got
On my
7.
way.
Oh,
No,
hurry up.
spirit. Or scrit, I mean. Stop.
There's a third
Die.
one here. Yeah, there we go.
Fine, got it.
Are you a seagull?
Mine? Mine?
Mine. Feed me some Alka-Seltzer. See what happens. You ever done that?
To a
I
seagull?
can't say I've
I
ever given the
believe
seagull.
that's
Seltzer to a
considered
seagull?
like animal cruelty, isn't it?
Thing to do. Yes. If anybody from PETA is listening, I apologize.
The people for eating of tasting animals, I think they're cool with it.
Yeah, I had a nice burger just a little while ago.
Nice. What about
There's,
them furs that you can get in the gem store, guys?
Oh, yeah, those are nice. Not kind of. I don't know. I feel like Cruella de Vil
Spirit,
from
I'm
101
down.
What are you doing that for?
I don't
You got
know. I do. I ran to Spirit, the person who I was mocking for getting down. I think that was justice.
Okay, we have talks now, right?
No, now we have to. There are a whole bunch. Wow, I'm getting like a
Oh,
weird
turrets. Yeah.
audio feedback.
Are you?
It's gone now. I don't know what is up with that. So there's all these turrets around, and we have to destroy them because
During this stage, we have turrets syndrome.
there are 18 of them scattered around the map, and so you burn them each down, and you ignore coal if possible.
Blast blowing bastards.
My ricocheting arrows are ricocheting into the environment and destroying everything.
That is, I approve.
I can't find any turrets. But
They look
found
like
a lot of
flowers.
script, though. Hey, you know what? These guys think they can win. Have fun with
So-
your turrets.
You're, okay, so this is what you do if you're actually doing the dungeon correctly. Well, if I had Cole recording, we could cut over to who knows
Save
what's going
me.
on over there.
That's why we didn't do it that way. One day, Shungaku came along. Hey, can I just take over the show for you? Because you suck. And I was like, yeah, sure.
That was exactly what I said. Oh no. I feel like a terrible person.
As long as you're honest with yourself.
That I'm a terrible person?
There are a couple more turrets
Yeah.
up in Holbrook.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, as you
Each
can see, this is basically a map based on Tyria itself. So, you've got Holbrook over here, and then you've got the Black Citadel over here, also known as the Death Star, and now you can see why it's called that, because there's the laser, and it's almost... This is actually a fully operational battle station, space station. Fully armed and operational, in fact. Which, with like a third of the thing missing in episode 6, how was it fully armed? Were they just not going to put weapons on that part of the thing? I don't know. Here's Radasum. Meanwhile, they're over actually fighting the boss, which I'll get to eventually.
Well, we're Warrior and Guardian. We're fine. All we have to do is auto-attack.
And then over here you have the Grove, protected by Toy Ventaris. And
Oh, it
eventually,
just got more difficult.
as far as I
spiritually,
can
so it's gonna be
tell
some
is going to
resin.
happen, is as we complete more of these story areas, these toys will start showing up around each one. So we start with the Toy Ventari, which is what we just built, essentially. And then we will move on to, I think Black Citadel is next. It's either Black Citadel... Oh,
Yeah, Black Citadel is day 3.
Day 3?
Yep.
Okay, so Black Citadel next, and then we'll get some Choi Char type things around there. And then as it moves, we'll get more and more of these little allies as the story goes on. But then you'll also get new things to fight. So today, the boss is Tox. Tomorrow, who knows? And each of these can actually be selected. This is considered level 2 of the dungeon. I believe level 1 will be Lion's Arch, although I'm not sure. But you'll basically be able to select which level you want to do and which content. And as far as I can tell, well, I don't know yet, but you may actually have unique rewards for each, and as such, you will probably be able to farm multiple paths of the dungeon like you can nowadays.
Might also be worth noting that if you don't have any 80s, it doesn't matter. I brought
That's
a
a good
level
point.
8 in here earlier and did fine.
Yeah, we did amazing. That was terrifying, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, everyone came in on low Bs. Our highest was a 50, and most people were in the 10 to 20s.
I would definitely recommend for this, if you're pugging, maybe keep it level 30. It's not that difficult, but it's really nice to have an elite.
Yeah. Another thing about this boss is she's a clear ripoff of GLaDOS.
Yeah, if you could actually hear her voice, I have the audio a little bit low compared to Skype, but if you could hear the voice, and so definitely listen for that when you're playing it yourselves.
Who would rip off GLaDOS anyway? Like, imagine if we did that on our show ever. Like, let's say Christian did it. What would you think of that?
I think it'd be awesome. If Guillermo del Toro can get away with it,
Oy.
I figure we can.
She healed a whole bunch.
Oh yeah, so she converts conditions and she heals herself and all sorts of other stuff. It's very annoying. But you can pretty much damage through it. It's really not that bad. Her damage output is not ridiculous. If you have any projectile reflection, that purple line that she shoots out is perfect for projectile reflection.
Why does she hate me so much?
And also that is another thing. I believe she attacks the person that is furthest away from her.
Since she's on her Necromancer, we should talk about what happened for Necromancers in this patch.
Yeah. So there's been a few interesting things that have happened for Necros, specifically the Locust Signet. In fact, all speed signets, you can actually see me hovering over on the screen, now give you a 20% movement speed increase, which is pretty nice. I am a fan.
Yeah, my Elementalist can now run as fast as my Thief. Dig it.
One of the big things that they've added is there's a lot of underwater combo fields, so the Necromancer has gotten some dark fields and that sort of thing underwater. They've done some various just numerical buffs to some of the Necromancer skills, but a lot of the classes have sort of seen some tweaks, and every class now has combo fields underwater. And
So are there better rewards to choose from this than others?
So what you get from this is you get a Ventari frame and a mystical cog, which are both account bound, and those are used to create a Ventari mini pet. That basically these little Ventaris you've been seeing running around, you will be able to get one of those as a mini pet. Grats on the exotic, which if you bring a level 80 in, there's a chance at an exotic weapon.
Unless you use the word taco wagon too much, apparently.
Yeah, then they only give you, like, blues. So the
That's all I
wads
got.
of enchanted stuffing and the drops of magic glue are not soulbound or account bound, so you can sell those. And you need, I believe, I don't know how many you need to
It's
complete.
250 of each for the mini.
Okay, so you need each of these stacks. So over the days, you'll collect enough to create minis. And this is a 3-week-long event, so you should be able to collect all 6 miniatures. I believe there's one for each city. If there's not 6, then there's definitely 5, one for each of the racial cities. There is also if you combine 50 wads of enchanted stuffing with the 3 miniatures that you get out of the chest, or the boxes, the mystical boxes that you can get, then those, combined with 50 magical stuffing, will create the miniature miniature Quaggan pet with a little Santa hand. And he's got a little Santa hat. It's pretty awesome.
I am getting started destroying this entire place, by the way.
So, okay, let's go ahead and finish off destroying it. You can see the achievement. This will take a little bit, but it won't be too bad.
No, this ought to be pretty speedy. Especially if people have their signets on that are now boosted, bolstered.
Make sure you get all the trees too, because trees count. And little things like there's pillars somewhere that don't look like they can be destroyed, but they can. And they are sneaky.
If you have an engineer in here, the grenades are probably about the best way to obliterate stuff.
Cluster bomb isn't bad either.
So I should be able to destroy this tree that I'm having a terrible time with, but apparently not. So I need someone to come destroy this tree for me.
Oh, well, you can't blow up the Death Star. That sucks.
It's a little bit disappointing.
They missed an opportunity there, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let you blow up the main buildings of each city. That would be awesome.
We need Skywalker here.
So yeah, I can't kill these Anexi. I'm gonna need you to help out a bit.
Yeah, this isn't too easy on a Necro.
Do you have a scepter and dagger?
Not on me.
Oh, well, yeah, that would make life harder. I just realized, oh right, duh, I have a bunch of AoEs that I can drop. They're one that's got an almost instant recharge.
Death Shroud is awesome, but doesn't last for very long.
Yeah, Death Shroud does an amazing job of killing these things.
Does the life thing
Yes.
destroy them?
So
Oh,
you just
that's
walk
awesome.
through. I really want to go through the forest that is in front of Divinity's, off to the side from Divinity's Reach. There's normally a forest where I'm about to run to, and it's just thick with trees. And I really want to walk through that at some point, and just be like, killing everything.
So why are we killing everything again?
There is an achievement for it.
I'm very distracted
Ooh.
today.
Sneaky tree, I found just one. Oh, I was hoping that would be the one and it'd be all dramatic. But no.
Yeah, so you do have to.
Sneaky tree.
Some of these things are kind of annoying to find. So you have to go through, inspect everything, look for buildings that are still standing. One thing to note, there are buildings that look like this all over the place, and those can't be destroyed. I think I found it. Nope, that's one of the sneaky buildings that can't be destroyed. Near the back area. So this is actually not as scary of a Doom airship as I was expecting, but I think we can work with it.
Why would it be a Doom airship? It's bringing happiness and joy to all the children of Tyria.
Yeah, except it's like a gargantuan golem that just appears out of nowhere. It doesn't even fly in. It's just like, bam! There we go. Smash the town. I found a tree. A hidden tree. And that is day 1 of the event. We're going to move on and do the jumping puzzle next.
Nice.
What do you guys think about the so you can just exit doing that. What do you guys think about the fact that they've got a lot of new combo fields underwater? You think that's going to make life easier for us or just more complex?
I think it will help a lot. I mean, it's something that I don't think people see the value of on the surface too easily, but once you get in, you're going to notice things are going down a lot faster and being controlled better.
It definitely makes a difference too. With Beef using a spear gun, I feel like there's a lot of times nothing I can do, but spear gun's also the way to stay alive if you're fighting something underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna help a lot.
Cool. Yeah, and I do like the fact that were there combo fields underwater before, or did they just add that in?
I feel like I'd seen them a little bit, but they seemed really... I don't know, man.
So
maybe not.
Yeah, I don't recall getting too many combo fields underwater, so that's definitely going to make life a lot easier. One thing that they did for the engineers is they added every time you swap kits, you now get a sigil effect. So the on weapon swap might sigils and that sort of thing now give you might when you swap kits on the engineer. But as a result, they did nerf some of the packs, some of the actual engineer kits, because with that ability, apparently they had been tuned for the fact that engineers weren't able to use that, and so they had to retune it and nerf. So grenades have seen a slight nerf.
I wonder how, like someone like Malchior feels about that. Like if he 'Cause I don't know anything about engineers.
Probably
whether
went
or not
Darth
that's good.
Vader on it and just stared up at the sky and shouted, "No!" So now, Cornish, do you play an engineer at all, Cornish?
No, I've stuck with Warrior and Guardian so far.
Oh wow, you like your heavy
I do.
armored characters.
I do.
I do have an 80 engineer too.
Oh, yeah, and she was talking about how she was beating the crap out of stuff. But do you know anything about this then? The on-weapon swap sigil effect?
Actually, no. I have too many 80s and I only play one of them. I
I
know
was like,
nothing.
Oh, nice.
Jack of all trades, master of none? No, that necromancer kicks ass.
Yeah.
I think I just went into the wrong.
No, Festive Youth is the one that you want for the jumping puzzle. So this is the
I did.
jumping puzzle.
Okay, so it was nice playing with you all. I need to get my kid to his banquet dinner for karate.
All right.
So I will talk to you later.
Yeah, take it easy, Anexi.
See ya.
See you later.
Right. So, why don't you give us a quick rundown of what's about to happen, Spirit?
We will be thrown onto several different platforms and have to jump our way across a series of obstacles, including snowballs or snowflakes, candy canes, exploding presents, and dodging giant snowy boulders.
And as you can see, I just failed horribly. But that's okay, because we can hang out here. And I am not on my absolutely gargantuan Norn, which I trolled people with earlier today, because I'm a terrible person.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. So while we're waiting, they did some nice stuff. The bag of gold is now named Bag of Coins, so it's no longer the lying bag of doom. They also renamed Bag of Gems to Bag of Jewels, as of course gems is your cash shop currency. And I will also say, I hate RNG. I spent $50 because I'm a moron to try and get an infinite hair restyle kit out of one of the boxes, out of the mystery winter boxes, which you can see here. Oh, here. Yeah, that was a waste. Not worth it at all. It made me sad. That said, I did. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been like, Lacey's on her way out, so a little bit of juggling here, but did you mention the depositing of rare crafting materials?
Oh, I did not. Why don't you give us a rundown of what they've done there?
So we have those lodestones, mystic coins, a lot of the things you keep in your bank that's like, why can't we have a collective tab for that? Well, we do now. So you can deposit those things. Best to go into your bank and pull those out and hit your deposit collectibles and see how much you can get rid of. I freed up a whole bank tab doing that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got, ectoplasms and all of that. Which
It
is...
was a dead person. What the crap?
I think they jumped off, like, immediately. All right, we're all on the same run. Let's see if all three of us can make it through together.
Negative.
Is it timed like the Halloween one?
It is. It does a percentage knockdown of your health as you go through. And so, basically, once you run out of health, then you're down. I hate this spot.
The candy canes!
That one right there is so annoying. There's 3 paths, and the other 2 paths, you can do the run into... The candy canes are staggered at different heights. But on that middle path, they're not staggered. Was that middle or... Yeah, that was middle path, I think.
I named them by the things at the start. There's snowman, gingerbread, and there's another one, but I can't remember what it is right now.
So, we've all completed this, and it's definitely easier than the clock tower was.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, I don't think it'll take us that long to complete it.
They did a lot of things better. They mitigated the issue of too many people all smashed in one spot a little bit. It's not the best, but so now it's split up 3 different ways. What else was? Oh, they gave us stuff to do while we wait. Even though I'm not a big fan of the waiting, but I mean, at this point, it's just being picky because now, at least, I'm having fun. I'm not. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm not, raging as the Joker and stuff like that. So.
Right. And this is definitely technically, from a technical standpoint, it's okay. So you can just walk off that thing. That was abysmal.
That was fun.
From a technical standpoint, it's a lot easier jumping puzzle. I mean, with the people who fail on it are clearly just incompetent. Cough.
I'm gonna go with that until I fall. Okay. And I haven't fallen yet. Anybody else still going right now?
No. I feel kind of bad that I'm not showing people how to do this. But you know what? That's life.
You're gonna hear me making strange sounds for a little bit because I'm at the intense part right now.
What do you guys think about the fact that weapon skins are actually available in the store now? So that the actual... So instead
Camera.
of...
Stop it, camera. No. That's a nice spleen I have. Yes, thank
Do
you.
you know how during Halloween, the actual skins were... You had to, do pseudo-legendary on them?
Legendary.
So these ones you can just buy for what, like 600? No, it's 500 coins, isn't it?
I don't mean to
500
derail
gems?
you. Since I'm way out here and my mind is racing, I just heard a guy say something like, "You wanted it, and I'm gonna give it to you." Does anybody know what that's a throwback to? Come on.
A hamster.
The Joker. And I'm gonna give it to him. You know, the whole they need a new class of criminal. Anyways, some people might get that.
Feed him to the pooches, yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna do it. I'm very low on health, but I'm gonna do it. I did it! Yes!
Nice. So what do you see out there beyond the horror?
I see everybody dying in their attempts to get to where I've gotten because they are not as professional as me. Also, I'm gonna loot this chest now.
So an interesting thing that this does, the actual goo in the Mad King never reached the last platform that you could stand on. And so people could just chill there and hang out. And I actually ran into one person several times who was doing that. In this, because the health is going down, you have to... Whoop, made it past.
I never realized the snowflakes actually melted.
Gotta focus. Yes, the snowflakes melt. You have to go at a certain speed, so it is partially timed. And there we go. So I was going way too slow there.
And after you finish, and you'll see it when Shungaku finishes, but there's also a second jumping puzzle, so to speak, where it's really kind of more like when you're going up for a vista, not too terribly challenging, and you can get a better view of everything. Unless your computer's like mine and your FPS crashes entirely because of all the snow.
It's the sound of concentration. And failure.
Ow! Really? Ah!
Did I jinx you?
No. Yeah. That was almost as good as last episode when Cold Death blossomed off of I just pretty much just biffed it. I was like going through the air and then I strafed to the side and just fell right past it. And I was like, oh. I'll have to maybe slow-mo that or something.
Earlier today when I was doing this, I got to the very end where you're jumping across that like checkerboard of gifts, and some dude was getting ready to just jump onto the land, and I kind of consider that to be the part where things settle down a little bit. Dude dodges backwards and just falls, and I'm laughing so hard I almost fall, but it's like that was very unexpected.
That is... Oh, really? Yeah, that's sad. So as you can see, one of the nice things, I'm kind of liking how almost everyone has changed their color scheme to be Halloween themed or Christmas themed. So a lot of people are wearing red and green.
Ooh, hey, I got a recipe.
Nice. What recipe did you get?
The Giver's Intricate... Oh, here, let's just do this.
So there is that new recipe set. What exactly do you get with those? What's the new stats on that?
Sorry, I have
Anyway,
a kid who's trying to get ready, and he's. So I was asking you about this earlier because I am a dunce. But I can tell you after I make it. Wasn't it? It's a new combination of stats.
It's an interesting combo. It is toughness, healing power, and boon duration.
Oh my god, I'm making myself a new set today, apparently.
Because
Yeah,
it's
like, that.
it's essentially like your Guardian tank set, as far as I can tell.
Dude, I just learned it then. Because there's no way I'm selling that.
Here's an interesting thing. You can actually, there is one, instead of having like a leatherworking recipe, a tailoring recipe, and an armorsmith recipe, it's all three. You don't, I believe you unlock it for whichever one you have currently equipped, so I don't think that you get it if you have all three, that you'll learn it for all three, but you might, I don't know.
That's a good question, unfortunately.
You should give it to Lacey, because...
It should be all three.
Right.
I know you can unlock stuff cross, like if you do leatherworker and tailor and you get to a certain tier of insignias in tailor, they'll also be unlocked in leatherworker.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I would assume it would unlock it for all three.
Cool.
I will be AFK for just a few minutes.
Alright. Oh man, Spanish char. What did I just do? I was so distracted by the Spanish char. Failure. Oh my goodness. Oh, another interesting thing that they did in the patch notes, if you have not read them because they're super long, they locked the skill bars in structured PvP tournaments. Did you know that they weren't already locking them in the structured PvP tournaments? I just assumed that that's what you do.
I am not pro enough to play anything structured PvP or tournament-ish, so no.
Apparently, before the patch yesterday, when you went into a PvP tournament, whenever you were out of combat, you could change all of your skills. Just like when you're out of combat in PvE or a dungeon or anything like that.
Huh.
Which means that you can swap weapons, change your skills, so you can essentially see what the enemy's doing, and then change based on how they're playing. Which creates this weird sort of odd dynamic, as opposed to like, this is our team build, let's see how far we can take it. It was, let's adjust for what the other people are doing. And then, of course, both teams are adjusting for each other, and yeah.
I remember that's what happened when I went to PAX, and we tried it for the first time. There were people there who were trying to attune their builds on the fly.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. I don't think you can do that in normal PvP. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
See, and you could up until now in all of the PvP tournaments.
Yeah.
Apparently. So now you can't anymore.
Right.
Which
maybe they could split it. They could do a different type of tournament where you can change your build on the fly if you want to, and then...
I believe when custom tournaments come out, that will be possible.
Okay. Oh, my FPS is way too low for me to do this. Jeez.
Oh, wow. There's going to be a lot of cutting, I think, in this.
Yeah, I'm not doing so well. Guess I used up all my beginner's luck yesterday.
I read on the subreddit that there's a musical instrument. Is it a bell that you can get? That you can play pretty much any song you want to on it.
It is a 3-octave bell, and it comes from the gigantic Christmas presents and the personalized Christmas presents or Wintersday gifts. There's a chance for this to drop. It's like a 0.1 or 0.01% chance to drop. And so right now it's about 60 gold.
Right.
And it is... Yeah, it's permanent. It's unbreakable. You can get, from the presents as well, you can get temporary versions that last, I think, for like 5 minutes or something.
Huh.
So this could be very interesting because it sounds like a bell. Everyone around you can hear it. And so this could be the beginning of them including various musical instruments in the game, which is something that I know a lot of people talked about being interested in.
Yeah, instead of having emotes, you have actual instruments. That's pretty cool. It's like, I think they have organs dotted around the map as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
these are basically mobile versions of those.
Except the sound is different because
Okay.
one's a bell and one is an organ, and they actually use the appropriate sound types. So you could actually combine the two to create a mixture of music. Now, the only thing that they don't have is volume control. Which would be an interesting feature. So I'm not sure if maybe the organ would drown out.
Right, or whether the sounds
bell.
would just mix, yeah. Because eventually they could have enough instruments where you could have a whole orchestra of different sounding instruments.
And that was something that was really popular in Lord of the Rings Online, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Was the ability to get bands together.
So the minstrel will become a profession in Guild Wars 2 eventually.
Yeah. Oh man, so close. Yeah, that could be interesting. I think that what would be interesting is if at some point they let enough people get like a band together, if there's enough instruments, and then they like create a hat that people can put like gold into. Like a tip jar.
Buskers and Lion's Arch.
Nope. The interesting thing there is some people actually use in Lord of the Rings Online, I believe some people actually use macros to sync the music and everything. Some people actually play it, which is pretty impressive. But it would be interesting to see what their stance on would be if you're macroing an instrument.
Yeah.
Whether or not they'll just ban you because you're using third-party macros, because they are definitely against macros. I suppose music becomes a skill-based thing, like so much with Guild Wars 2.
Ryan, have you seen all the, like we were talking about, this is inside the snow globe, that is the Mystic Forge, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look straight up, you can see that arch over the Lion's Arch,
that's
and
cool.
then all the architecture. You can even make out like the bank and stuff.
So Zamoros actually shrunk us down.
Yeah.
That is cool. So here's a question. I sent this to ArenaNet. I don't know if they actually got it or anything. But I was wondering, do you think Zamoros actually did this because he's like, yeah, I love Wintersday. This is super special, awesome. Or do you think Miani was like, Zamoros, I love Wintersday, because I'm from Bologna and we love the six gods. And you should totally do something for Wintersday. And he was like, fine, be that way.
Oh, so it's like Miani is his crush or something?
No, Miani is his, well, you know how djinns sort of traditionally have a master?
Oh, okay, I got
She is his master, so I don't think that they're, like, romantically involved, but I do think that that she essentially tells him what's what.
Prince Miani, Ollie is she, Miani a Bob Wall.
No.
Sorry. I still called her a prince, so there's kind of a hole in my ad-lib there.
Princess, okay, you'll get around to it.
Princess Miani, overly attached Miani a Bob Wall.
Nice.
If that gets cut, that has to go at the end.
I think that we should get that written out entirely and then just have Cole performing that.
Yes, because me singing Aladdin went over so well last time.
Man, that was amazing. I was actually terrified. This was when I was still just like a guy watching the show.
Right. No, I'm actually a better singer than that thing led
That
people
thing was terrifying. If you
Yeah.
guys haven't heard that, is that actually on the site still?
I'd like to say no.
It's at the end of one of the episodes. I think it was 42, maybe, that had it.
It was right near the hiatus, wasn't it?
Yes,
Mhm.
it was just before it. You got to hear me and Jim singing. He was singing so that a baby wouldn't wake up. And I'm just not... I don't know. I couldn't sing along with that. That's for damn sure. And clearly Shungaku is now trying the puzzle once more. He has gone non-responsive.
Taco wagon.
I am.
As we thought
What's that? What just happened?
I fell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's interesting. The chest was closed for me, and I got to open it, but nothing came out.
Have you opened it?
Oh yeah.
Since I got here, yes.
Yeah, it closes
Well,
again.
You would let out the freshness.
of what?
The awkward silence was well worth it. Everyone's just like, yeah, he's still talking. Anyways.
Alright, so this is the second part, after you've done all the annoying jumping. The dodging of the stupid Doom,
I want to bring my Sylvari up here with the star there, because then he'll really be a Christmas tree with the star on
Yes.
it. If Shungaku falls, I'm going to go do that. If not, I'm not going to delay us.
Oh! No! I was on the lip and died.
Oh my
I ran out of health. Oh no! That's amazing. I mean, that is about as far as you can possibly... I mean, I was literally a second away from completing the jumping puzzle.
At least you're laughing. I would not be doing that.
That is awesome. Oh my goodness.
I'd be like, game over, man. Game over. We're in some real pretty shit now.
I was watching my health, and I know what did it. There's these circles that show up that drop the little frost bolt that
You got hit by
slows
one.
you. I got hit by one, and it took just enough of my health that... I mean, I was... You know there's that present that is attached to the portal?
Mm-hmm.
I was on that.
God, man.
Yeah.
What happens if you die in midair falling?
You don't get it, Hunter. That happened to Hunter.
That poor guy has... It's like this game goes, hey, let's think of something that would be really, really like serendipitous yet also unfortunate. All right, now, where's Hunter?
Why do people... Oh, the wind. I see what they're complaining about. It's not really wind. It's just a... Do they call it wind? Is that what...
No, it's actual wind. It'll knock you off.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
wait, where is this wind? I have never encountered the wind.
It's right at... Neither have I. You have to hit it just right. But it's really annoying because you can't see it coming and you there's no timing for it. When you get to the end of the presents, right before you run down the candy cane to the boulders,
Yeah.
it's immediately at the beginning of that candy cane.
Seriously, really?
Yep.
I've run up to it a whole lot of times. I just thought, no, never been hit. But I do dodge, kind of just out of boredom. So maybe that's why I never got hit. I never even saw it say evade, though.
Man, I'm getting thrashed by this Azura that I'm jumping with. Clearly it's the frog genes.
I should see... Psychov gave me a bell focus, and the slingshot has a cool sound effect of like a rubber band banging, like you've got an actual slingshot. I wonder if the bell dings when you use your focus.
That'd be kind of cool.
Did they decorate the pale tree or not? 'Cause that
Not
seems like something they
particularly.
should have done.
There seems to be, I guess there are magic snowmen where you'll find like patches of snow and you can put them together and make snowmen, kind of like they had the jack-o'-lanterns around that you could carve. But I
So-
haven't really seen anything else in the grove.
They could have had the world's biggest Christmas tree.
Ah, that would have been awesome. Maybe next year. I will put it on my Christmas wish list and send it to
And
Amy.
there we go. That is the jumping puzzle.
You know what's might comfort you a little bit is to know that when I did that, I had Percocet and wine. Maybe that makes me better though. I'm like the Dave Matthews Band.
So much better on drugs.
After I said that Quaggan goes, huh? I thought
So there
you
you
said
go.
that.
So you get a gulp of liquid karma, or in some cases a flask. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. We'll find out shortly. You get some random boost. You'll also get 3 packages, and usually some of the rare crafting material. And now let's show them the jumping puzzle, the vista. So you go up here. Oop. Man, I've used up all my jumping ability.
Ow, hitting my head.
And now you can look out over Zamoros' winter wonderland. And his jumping puzzle of doom. So there you go. And as you can see, so here's my question. Are those Azuran snowmakers then that he shrunk down as well? Or do you think that it's Zamoros technology, Jinn technology that you see floating out there? Because they're all over the main cities whenever you want to find a magical pile of snow to make a snowman.
Maybe an Asura was trying to invent a fancy salt shaker and broke it. No?
Knowing
Then
the
put
Azura,
snow
that's
inside it?
entirely... Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it to an Asura. Well, let's test it with snow first for no reason. Ouch!
Test it with water. Frozen water. So here are the horrific hordes of...
progeny.
Well, there's all these kids that were abducted from their homes, and gingerbread men.
It's quite terrifying, actually.
So my question is really, what is Zamoros doing here? I mean, this is kind of creepy. I think he's got like slavery that he's selling. He's selling these children to Puala Joko.
It's a daycare. Maybe.
That's
I like that
actually
idea.
way more likely and less disturbing. I'm glad that I go to like the darkest place possible. And you're like, well, no, it's...
Well, my wife did just get a job, so I'm kind of like, could be daycare.
So there we go. So Zamoros also does daycare.
I wonder what he charges per hour. Or per day.
No, I
Arm and a
mean,
leg and a legendary.
he charges at least probably like a mystic coin a day. So all those parents have to go out and do their dailies. All right. So once again, that was the jumping puzzle with the festive youth, which I will accelerate for your viewing lack of insanity. And now we're going to pop over to the bell choir.
Oh, God.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, Spirit's ready to be good at this.
This
I
is
am not.
actually pretty... This is essentially a mixture of Guitar Hero / Insanity, and I am terrible at it.
Can we call it Skill Bar Hero?
We should all go to a stage so we can try and get on the same one.
Okay, so let's go to... Are we
Is that
all on the
Lager?
same map, though?
I don't know. Probably not.
I'm in the same map as myself.
Hmm.
Alright, so I'll do this really quick and demonstrate how not to do this. So you have your 1 through 9 keys, 5 not being used, and And your goal is to hit the notes when they're in the blue. Obviously, as you can see from watching this, I'm terrible at this. Meanwhile, my two friends, a Chorus Calamus and Punching Machine, are wrecking this sucker. Every time you miss a note, you lose health. If you hit 0 health, then you go out. Every time you hit a note, you gain health.
Why can't I get... It's only sending me to one stage or the other. I've never had this problem before.
If the stages are full, it won't send you to, like, a new one.
Well, that's poop.
I found Cornish.
Hello. To rebind my keys. There's no way I'm playing an instrument like that.
Yeah. I had mine all bound to my mouse, and I was like, oh, nope, nope.
So I'm doing okay. We'll definitely count this as mediocre. So we've got another 5 minutes on this sucker. So this will take way less time than the jumping puzzle did.
Which stage are you going to, Spirit?
North? Yeah, this one up here. There's
So?
only one person on it. We can get on the same one.
Okay.
North. That's west. I am navigationally challenged. This is south. This is even worse than I thought.
There we go. Alright, so you can't jump on. Right.
And there you go. That is how terrible I am at this. I still don't get where you're supposed to hit the notes, in all honesty.
Yeah. Is it when it hits the ring, or...?
Now you can join.
Ah, I see.
It's
it
when
when-
it hits the inner blue ring.
Ugh.
And so
I'm already
it
failing.
doesn't have any sort of, like, if there's any lag at all, it doesn't have any sort of, like, buffer. Of course,
Yeah,
then again, I was
that's-
always terrible at Guitar Hero. So,
I've had it where even my notes get rearranged, and I get pretty upset about that. Because there's nothing you can really do.
So do you guys use, like, the row of the number row? Or do you use your number pad, or...
I use the number row.
Oh man, okay.
I use the exit to Lion's Arch.
Okay, practice is required.
Yeah, I wish
There
there
we
was
go.
I wish there was a point where, like, you'd go up to it and it would kind of get you going real slow. One comes in, press the button.
I wish there were, like, different modes of it. Like, you know
Yeah.
how Guitar Hero has, like, 3 different modes? Like, easy, normal, and whatever, insanity, whatever.
In a sense, there sort of is, because you can pick upper, middle, and lower parts. Lower parts have less notes, but it also has less melody. So upper part is a little bit better in terms of you know what the melody is going to be, and it's easier to predict, but it has more notes.
Ah. And there you go. That is the bell. Go and figure that out and be better at it than I am. I am now
Really?
going to demonstrate the PvP section, which is
Yeah.
the throwing of snowballs at each other's faces, as it should be.
I will join you for that.
Now, can we actually get into each other's
Mm,
fight guaranteed, or is it random?
If we're lucky, I figure if we both do it at the same time. Oh, you already went in, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Let me in. Do it now.
So what you do is you pick either support, gunner, or scout. I will play one of each and demonstrate how this works. So this game is almost over that I'm in. We are wrecking face because we're awesome, and by that I mean I just logged in. And you've got 5 skills, and then one that's based on your class, which the Necromancer one doesn't work, but apparently the Elementalist one does, which is dumb.
There's a skill based on your class?
Yes, number 6 skill is based on your class. Some of them work, some of them don't.
Oh.
So I'll play Scout again for this match, and then I'll move on to Heavy. So the Scout has basically a quick, basic snowball throw. Then they have an evasive shot, which leaps them backwards, like that. And then they have a rapid fire, which goes doop, 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 doop. And if you're moving, it gets much less accurate than if you're just standing there. Their number 4 skill is as you hold it down, it charges up and does significantly increased damage. I believe it can one-shot most, or at least nearly one-shot. If anyone's at 3/4 health, then you can probably take them in one. And then, last but not least, the ability to go invisible. And of course, they can always evade if they're good at what they do, which most people are better at this than I am.
You know, I played against a few Guardians earlier today doing this, and it seemed like they had a bubble, but I just summoned a slingshot.
So the Guardian bubble is actually not a Guardian, it's the Heavy mode.
Okay, I gotcha. I have been trolling this one guy as a snowball. He's getting mad at me.
Okay, and that person is basically taking the route right there, so we'll try and catch them. Let's see, if you hit that by accident, it ends poorly. Ha! That's a excellent counter to stealth right there. So as you can see, don't summon your minion and then run around stealth, because your minion follows you, and everyone's like, oh, there he is. Pro tip from Shongoku. And don't waste it like I'm doing there.
I'm so busy trolling this guy, I'm watching us lose and not caring. No.
So we are actually getting our tails whooped, although I think we're about to catch up right there.
Yeah, we're losing 350 to 35.
We're at 125 to 180. Oh, no, we're 180 to 125. Ah, we're blue, right.
Time to bust some heads.
And I just killed myself with the bubble reflect.
Oh, nice.
Super competent.
I wish you didn't have to control right-click your number 1 skill every time.
That would be nice. But it's just at the beginning of each match.
No, every time I resurrect, I have to do it.
Really?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to show you a quick way to get to the enemy base. You have to be able to have a speed boost up in order to do it.
I like how when you're trying to pick up a gift, you instead resurrect somebody every time.
Or try and down them.
Yeah, that's
So
super
you go
cool.
Here, you jump here, here.
This is... Wow. I can't keep up. Neither can my cursor. It's gone. Oh, they stole it. Glass-blowing bastards. Oop.
So that is a quick way to escape, or a quick way to get to the enemy base if they're trying to do a carry. If they're trying to steal it, and you just got killed. And it is designed that way, as there is an actual speed boost on those rocks that makes it easier to get across. Now, you can see over there a bunch of snowballs. Stupid snowballs. That's your support. And basically they turn into... It's like having a low-powered version. Yeah. Ha! That's right.
Oh yeah, snowball troll for the win. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Asura. All I've ever played is support. Because I'm cool like that.
It's so much fun, though.
It is.
Who wouldn't want to be a giant dodge rolling snowball?
Yeah. Someone takes off with the gift, they're like, ha ha. And then you start smacking them repeatedly, over and over. They can do nothing about it but cuss. Of course, when it's happening
Once
to
again, you
me,
can see them.
they're OP. You know.
Totally.
Yeah.
I know how that works. You can also, theoretically, go around like this. I've never actually gone this route before, so bear with me while I try and figure out what in the world I'm doing, which 90% of the time is I have no clue. And of course my team loves me for it. They don't even know. It's all good. So apparently you cannot go that way. Unless if I'm missing something. You could try an exploit like I just did. Or decide not to, like I just did as well. But yes, if you could wall jump, that is a wall jumpable spot right there. For all of you exploity people. Shame on you.
What it seems like the other team always does, and mine does not, is if the other team grabs it and they're getting too far away, go back and control the middle. These people will chase them to the ends of the earth. And then, like, 2 people on their other team will come back, and they'll just be like, we'll take it again. So always control it. It looks like a foregone conclusion.
And let your allies take the hits for you.
Yeah.
Although it does look like we're about to lose, I will try and return this because there is an achievement for it.
An achievement for what?
Gift bringer. Bringing gifts. The more gifts you return, the more achievements points you get.
That was a bad team. I am done with that.
I think I'll stick to making snowmen. I'm terrible at everything else.
So what else is there after this? Was that it?
So this is going to be actually all the Wintersday content. There are theoretically some events in the city, but I'm not entirely certain what they are. Oh, crap. Bubble. That was an incredibly well-placed bubble, being as it essentially allowed the person to escape. And now they're just trying to win the match by killing me, which is what happened. So that was a 5-point difference match, which is rather close. And as you can see, I was actually mediocrely effective, theoretically. I collected 1 gift, I killed 7, and I stopped 1 carrier. And that is Snowball Mayhem for that. Now I'm going to go in as a support.
Really is too bad we can't get in on a team and
It's true. I can kind of understand, but it would be nice if they had like snowball tournaments where you could bring a team in.
Yeah, because then you're ranking it, and so you're volunteering to go against teams that might be very well coordinated, or on VoIP.
Yeah.
As it were.
And so for some reason it made me a scout again, so I'm going to warp back.
It does that to me quite a bit.
And I'm going to select supporter, and away we go. And that is definitely something that happens, is it will give you basically a...
Taco wagon?
it'll give you the wrong class from what you want. So you've got your basic snowball attack on support. You have a healing breeze, which heals you, and we all know that healing breeze is terrible, but it is actually okay in this. Icy ground slows people. Ice wall will stop someone in their tracks, and snowball is, well, you've seen snowball. It's amazing.
Where are the outhouses? We don't have outhouses.
Oh man, crafting in Lion's Arch. I can't do it anymore. I can't.
Have the highest quality goods. More people
So
Honor
bad.
speeds combat.
So glad they got rid of that laugh track in Divinity's Reach though.
Yes. Oh my god. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was unbearable.
I still, I hope they never fix the Kodan in Honor of the Waves. What is this? What is this? What is this?
So it looks like we might actually get 100 points off that unless they take him out.
I was hoping for more candy cane weapons this year.
Yeah, the, what do they have? Gingerbread weapons, I believe?
I think so. Let's see. I'm glad they gave the option of buying them this time. Because you probably save some money. Whereas in Halloween, wasting all your money on black buying keys.
Yeah, you can actually,
Alright, so you can buy this mini Ventari as well?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, okay.
Yeah, each of them, I guess, will be in the gem store for 350 gems after their racial day or whenever they're revealed.
Okay. At least that option's there for people that want it.
Shungaku's narration skills pretty much took a backseat to playing correctly.
well, let's just say Shungaku's narration skills took a backseat to playing. I'm not sure if correctly is the right word to use there.
Oh, we just lost 500 to 150.
Yeah, the teams... I don't know how the grouping of that thing works. Like, if it has, a mass of people that it selects and it says, alright, I'm going to rearrange this small subset into teams for the next few games. But I'm telling you, man, the team that I was on every time, holy crap. I'm pretty sure that amount of suck could only happen within a small group. Ooh, that is a badass looking char.
Who knocked over your flag carrier? I did, even though you're just going to recover the present. And that is how you play support. I'm now going to move on to playing a heavy.
You are good, Doctor!
And by that is how you play support, those are the skills that get used when you're playing support. I'm not entirely certain if that is how you should play support. I never recommend myself as a instructor for actual gameplay. So the interesting thing about the heavy is, as you can see, I only have one skill right now. And what happens is, it's basically my weapon stowed. When I pull my weapon out, I will have a whole new set of skills. And I will move much, much slower.
Hey, what does it take to make this Ventari mini pet in the Mystic Forge?
It
250 enchanted stuffing, 250 cogs of fanciness, and 250 drops of glue or something.
Okay.
I don't know the exact names. It says actually, if you mouse over the Ventari, it tells you all the stuff you need.
Oh, well, damn. Combining the Mystic Forge with 250 mystical cogs, wads of enchanted stuffing, and drops of magical glue. Okay, to make a toy Ventari. Not that I've ever been big on mini pets, but it would clear up some inventory space. I'm going to sell this thing.
They're
Nope.
pretty cool looking.
Are they?
At least the icons are. Yeah, you can go to the bank and look at the icons for them, and there's a plush griffin which looks absolutely adorable and which I will be getting.
Is there a baby quagga? That's the one I get.
There is,
Also
in fact,
vicious.
there is a baby quaggan. He can only be made by taking 3 of the mini pets and combining them with a.
I'll be back.
And there we go. We just got our face rolled by the blue team. And there you go. That is not how you play this class, but hey, c'est la vie. All right. One last bit of note before we sign out. Check out the at GW2 fan art on Twitter. It's got a whole bunch of fan art that it's posting every day that they go out and they find. It is a great resource if you want to see some cool Guild Wars 2 fan art. As always, feel free to send us a message via. You can Facebook us, Relics of Orr. You can put a message in comments at relicsofwar.com. You can send us an email at relicsofwar@gmail.com. And you can always comment on the YouTube video or on our iTunes page. So, for this week, it has been me, of course, Shonku, Cole, Spirit, and Cornish, as well as Anexi was on. We will see you guys in game.